Hi Virgo, welcome to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. This is a general love reading for the sign of Virgo for this last few days of March and into April. Today is March 30th, 2020. So if you're brand new to my channel or unfamiliar with it, first of all, welcome. Thank you for joining me and watching. More specific information regarding my readings and my videos is in the description box below. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. I do want to remind everybody watching that because this is a general reading, it can pertain to just about anything in relationships, situations and circumstances surrounding home, family, work, social circles. If you can think of it, it might apply. Okay, Virgo, so we're going to get started. I do want to also remind you to be flexible with the energy. Don't be concerned about the gender of the cards. You might feel like I'm reading for you. You could feel like you're cross-watching for somebody that you're dealing with, even if you are a Virgo. My intention is always to reach people who need the message the most and who will benefit the most from the message, okay? So take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. Hopefully you'll get something out of it. So let's go ahead and get started, Virgo, and see what's going on with Virgo for the end of the month, beginning of April. Here we go. We're going to start off with the Queen of Cups, paired with the Knight of Swords in reverse. Two of Swords in reverse. The Six of Cups in reverse. Eight of Pentacles. Four of Swords in reverse. Six of Wands. With the Seven of Wands. Okay, Virgo, so we have the Queen of Cups sitting on the table here. I do feel like this could be your energy. The Queen of Cups is somebody who's very loving and compassionate. This is a lady in waiting. This is somebody who is very emotionally available and, again, very loving, loyal, compassionate, but she's also very particular about who she shares her love with. She is a lady in waiting, so to speak. Even if you're a male, you can embody this energy. I know that sounds weird, but she's passively waiting for the right kind of love to come her way, and when that comes her way, she is available and willing to share what she has to offer with that one or those people that are worthy of her love. Paired with the Knight of Swords, I feel like this person, Virgo, and again, if this is your energy, it feels like you might be feeling a little uncertain or feeling on shaky ground or a little fearful about a move that you're thinking about making or some kind of direction to take. This does feel like it could potentially pertain to a decision surrounding a significant relationship. We have the Six of Cups in reverse on the table. The Six of Cups indicates a connection that is considered a soulmate energy, somebody who you are meant to spend some significant time in your life with. This does not have to be a romantic partner. It can be somebody that you have a soul contract with, somebody that you're very close to. This can be somebody who has come back from the past, or this can indicate a relationship or connection of longevity. But because it's in reverse, I get the feeling that there may be some distance between you and this person, or some kind of conflict, something that might be keeping you two apart, or perhaps there is some unresolved issues within the relationship itself. And it feels like you might be getting ready to take action or make a decision surrounding this relationship or this connection. That maybe you've decided it's time to work things out. It's time to put some energy or effort into this connection. But I also feel, Sylvester, this is not the time. This is Sylvester the cat who wants to sit in a warm lap because it's rainy and cold outside, but he's going to have to go sit by the heater. Sylvester, no, you have to go sit somewhere else. It also does feel, Virgo, that you could be feeling a little bit defensive or feeling like you want to ensure success if you do decide to take some kind of action, and that might be something that maybe you're feeling a little bit uncertain about. Sylvester, I know what your plan is, and it's not going to work. Okay, I know you act like you're going to sit up there behind me, and then you crawl into my lap, and this just will not work right now. You have to go. I know, he's cute. I would like to have him in my lap, but it's hard to do tarot readings with a cat in your lap, especially since he does the whole kneading bread thing for about 15 minutes before he decides to settle down. So he has to sit in his cat tree, which is where he ended up. He's on the top shelf of the cat tree. All right, Virgo, let's get some more information out here and see what else we can get for you. So we have the King of Swords in reverse. And then the World in reverse. The Ten of Cups in reverse. Queen of Wands. The Five of Wands. The Hermit in reverse. The Four of Swords again in reverse. And the Ace of Swords in reverse. So we have a King of Swords, Queen of Wands. So I think the Queen of Wands is clarifying the Six of Cups, so I do believe this is the person that you're dealing with, or the person that you have on your mind right now. The Queen of Wands is a very ambitious and creative individual. She is somebody who goes after what she wants. She can be very social. She commands attention. She gets attention. This is a person who doesn't just sit around waiting for something to fall into her lap. She's very active. Again, somebody who will go after what she wants. This could be a family member of yours or a friend. Right now, it feels like this Queen of Wands and this Queen of Cups are two separate people. Then we have a King of Swords clarifying this Queen of Cups, and he is in reverse. I feel like this potentially could be somebody that you are connected to, maybe a figure of authority, perhaps a family member, or somebody that you are close to, but I feel like this person is being very disagreeable at this time. This person could be communicating very harshly with you. It's possible this person is admonishing you for not acting on behalf of this queen, or not trying to reconnect, or maybe not trying to work things out. It feels like there is a lot of disappointment, hurt feelings possibly regarding a decision maybe that was made. It feels like you're considering, or you're talking through some ideas, or maybe trying to determine what is the best move to make with regard to putting some energy into this connection, or working things out with this individual. Maybe you're considering communication, if that in fact has been a roadblock for you. This Queen of Wands is maybe somebody who you haven't had a connection with for a while. It feels like you're trying to work things out, maybe figure out how to Again, put forth some energy so that you two can have some success, or you two can move forward in some way, shape, or form. We have the Four of Swords out here twice in reverse. It also feels, Virgo, like you could feel like you're not sure right now of maybe the correct move to make or where this might lead, and you're feeling a little bit defensive about this. Maybe not feeling like you have the answers you would like to have, or a clear understanding of where you want to go with this situation. I feel like this King of Swords could be causing more problems than helping, although I get the feeling that maybe he is trying to give some input on how to work things out, or feeling like things should be done in a certain manner. But I don't feel like he's helping you out much, Virgo, if you are this Queen of Cups. I also want to remind you that if you are resonating with this reading, you could be any of these energies that shows up in the cards. If it is resonating, you're going to know who you are. But as it stands right now, I'm reading for this Queen of Cups. And yes, Sylvester is back. Looks like he might try to settle in above my head for now. Now, I'm sitting in a rocking chair, so there's a cushion that's probably about 2.5 inches thick. And then, of course, the back of the rocking chair, which might be about an inch or so. It's a wood rocking chair. So he doesn't have a large surface to sit on. But he does sit back there occasionally. And it looks like he's getting ready to do that right now. Anyway, back to you, Virgo. Let's see what else we can get regarding the situation you're dealing with. So we have a Three of Pentacles. Okay, you're stepping on my hair, Sylvester. That hurts. And Seven of Cups in reverse. It does look like you might be communicating with or working things out with this King of Swords. Again, I feel like he is, this could be someone close to you. This could also indicate your higher self. But this can be someone that's close to you, or somebody that you're connected with that might be trying to help you work things out. But I feel like this person is, again, kind of adding a negative twist to the situation, or maybe admonishing you, or telling you things you don't want to hear, for example. Maybe you disagree with this individual. Because I have a feeling this person's telling you, look, you spent enough time with your head in the clouds regarding this Queen of Wands and what's going on between you two. It's time to set things straight once and for all, or work things out, or put some energy into the situation so you can make things work. I feel like there's this admonishing energy coming from this King of Swords. Almost like a father figure who's just had enough with his child and is saying, look, I'm not going to pussyfoot around with you anymore. I'm going to tell it like it is. Little tough love kind of energy coming off of this King of Swords, although I'm not necessarily feeling the love part from the King of Swords in reverse. King of Swords tends to be, especially in the reverse, kind of a cold individual, someone who can be a little heartless, unforgiving, and that's kind of what I'm getting off of that card right now and that person. So let's get some more. Oh shit. Okay, you know what? I guess it was meant to be. I just shuffled again. Let's see what comes up. So we have the Seven of Pentacles. Usually I don't shuffle after I put the first two cards up there, but apparently I was supposed to. There's the King of Swords again in reverse. He's clarifying the Six of Cups with this Queen of Wands. So now he's in the Queen of Wands energy, and he's in this Queen of Cups energy. Four of Wands. Knight of Swords in reverse again. Five of Cups in reverse. And the King of Cups in reverse. I feel like the King of Cups and the King of Swords is the same person. Now the King of Cups is an individual who can be cold, distant, disconnected, emotionally unavailable, or unwilling to show emotions. Somebody who can be emotionally manipulative. But in this instance, I get the feeling like this is this King of Swords energy, and he's now on the table twice in reverse. He's clarifying both this Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands. And I get the feeling like this King of Swords is just at the end of his rope. He's done playing games. He is done putting any energy emotionally into the situation. I get the feeling like he's angry or annoyed or has run out of patience. And this person is tied to both the Queen of Cups and this Queen of Wands. I feel right now he's trying to communicate with this Queen of Cups, trying to maybe get something across to her. I try to help, but I don't know that he's necessarily helping. I think he might be making things worse because I think he is instilling a little bit of fear into this Queen of Cups who may feel uncertain about where to go from here, or just feels like she doesn't have a whole lot of choices that she can make that are satisfactory in the situation. And it may be that it's time to put some energy into this relationship, this Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, because it's been unstable for a while, it's been broken for a while. But there's this reluctance or fear or uncertainty surrounding maybe how to go about it, how to communicate, how to make contact, how to initiate some kind of resolution. It's possible these two queens have kind of been in their separate corners for a while, distant, maybe not communicating with one another, maybe staying away. I get the feeling that this King of Cups is lacking in empathy or sympathy for one or both of these queens. I get the feeling like this king is pissed off. I think he thinks that both parties, this Queen of Wands and Queen of Cups, may be wasting time or putting their energy where it's not conducive to whatever's going on within this relationship. That whatever decisions have been made in the past have resulted in unsatisfactory results. I feel like there's been a lack of compromise. It's interesting because this King of Swords is on the table now twice in the reverse, and the King of Cups is on the table once in reverse. I do feel like it's the same person. And the Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, both in the upright position. But it's not that I feel I don't think that this King of Swords, and I don't usually get this kind of feelings from this card when it's in the reverse. I don't feel like he is trying to, and I might change my mind about this once I get some more cards out here, but I don't feel like he is being negative because he's trying to hurt these queens. I think he's got this reversed energy because he is feeling impatient or unwilling to accept excuses. Again, I get this strong feeling like maybe he has tried to counsel these two. And I'm just throwing this out there because this is what this feels like to me. It feels like a father figure who's trying to get two people together to make amends, to come together, to repair the past, to fix fix things, and both of these parties are unwilling because they're just not. I don't know that this Queen of Wands is even considering coming back together with this Queen of Cups, but I feel like this Queen of Cups might be. But she has some fear surrounding her, or some uncertainty, just not wanting to take that step. Let's see what else we get. So we have the Page of Swords, clarifying this King of Swords. Six of Pentacles. There's the Six of Cups again, clarifying the Ten of Cups in reverse. The Chariot, clarifying this Queen of Wands. The Devil. There's the Queen of Wands again, clarifying the Hermit. The Emperor. And the Hermit again in reverse. So there might be some kind of competition between these two queens, something that's kept them apart, or something that's keeping this relationship on the rocks or broken, something that needs to be worked out or worked on or worked through. It feels like there's some kind of competition or fight or ongoing conflict. It doesn't even feel like it's that severe, if I'm being honest. It's just the Five of Wands. I mean, this can indicate friendly debate. This can indicate competition. You know, even gameplay, that kind of thing, or just interacting or going back and forth with different points of view. But both of these queens now, both of these queens have this Knight of Swords energy in their sets of cards. So there's this unwillingness or uncertainty or even fear, not feeling clear or prepared enough to take action. And then again, we have the Six of Cups that showed up on clarifying this Ten of Cups in reverse. So this can indicate, again, this relationship between these two queens and possibly this King of Swords, King of Cups, that there is something significant. This is a relationship that, again, could be a relationship of longevity. This could be a family member, a close friend, a romantic partner, but this is somebody who is significant enough to warrant the Six of Cups coming out on the table twice. Let's get this last round out, Virgo, and see what else we can get for you. So we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. Seven of Swords in reverse. Good, now I can sit up in my chair. I was trying to be something he can rest on. So I was trying to stay in place. There's almost this feeling like this Queen of Cups in particular is unsure about whether or not she wants to make things right with this Queen of Wands, or whether or not that's even worth it for her to do, if it's the right thing to do. There may have been some kind of disagreement between the two, or one or both could have acted poorly toward the other, or betrayed the other, or misled the other person, or caused some grief in some way. We have the Seven of Swords on the table. This can indicate deceit, betrayal, wrongdoing. Knight of Cups in reverse. Knight of Pentacles. the Ten of Wands in reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse, King of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Eight of Wands. Okay, Virgo, so what I'm getting more than anything else is that there is something that needs to be let go of or walked away from. Something needs to give in this relationship. And there's some kind of I'm getting competition. I'm getting one trying to up the other, trying to these queens just don't get along. They don't see eye to eye. And the Queen of Cups is still emotionally affected by this distance between these two. And there is just this unsettled energy between these two that I don't know if either one has any answers or is willing to make a move in the other's direction to work things out. However, I am seeing that this Queen of Wands may have gained something out of this conflict, this disagreement, this separation, whatever this is that's going on between these two queens. She's making progress in the right direction. I feel like this Queen of Wands, while she hasn't made any moves towards this Queen of Cups to repair what's gone wrong within this relationship, I feel like she has made some progress in the area of like possibly spiritual growth or learning from mistakes from the past. I feel like she has a clearer understanding of maybe where things went wrong. Decisions that were made, poor decisions that were made. Maybe having a clearer understanding of what part she played. I feel like this King of Swords, and he may be represented by this King of Pentacles as well. I feel like he thinks that he could be playing a bigger part in this situation. He could probably help out or make things right, but I don't feel like it's his place. He doesn't want to have to do that. I think he thinks he could take control of the situation and make things better. Maybe even act as a go-between, so to speak, a messenger. But it's not something he wants to do. I think he thinks he could do it, but I think he would rather that these two queens take responsibility for themselves and work things out on their own without him having to mediate. I don't feel like he thinks that this is his place to do something like this, to take responsibility in that matter. So I'm going to get a Dreams of Gaia tarot card for you, Virgo. You know, it feels like both of these energies, this Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, both feel like they've wronged the other, or both feel like the other has wronged them, is what I mean to say. There is equal reluctance on both parts to come forward, to be the one to initiate, to be the one to encourage some kind of coming together, or to repair or to reconnect. Both are reluctant, and both feel like the other has wronged them. And so both might be holding out for the other person to admit their wrongdoing before there's any potential to repair this relationship. It's almost like a standoff, what I'm getting more than anything. And I'm finding this kind of humorous. I don't know why, because it's almost like these two queens are content with just being apart. With you know what, I don't need you in my life. Doesn't matter. Yeah, we disagree. We don't get along. No love lost here. It's fine. It's just the way it is. It's going to be the way. This is how it's going to be. But this king is annoyed. This king is really annoyed, and I do feel like he is losing his patience with these two queens, to the point where he might step in and take charge, even though he doesn't want to do that. He doesn't feel like it's his place. He doesn't feel like it's his responsibility, but he might do it anyway, because I think he's annoyed. I think he wants to see some kind of resolution between these two, if at all possible. But I mean, if these two energies, this Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, if they're unwilling or incapable of making this happen, maybe it's not meant to be. Maybe it's not time. If they're both reluctant, what's the point? You know what I mean, Virgo? So let's get a Dreams of Gaia Tarot card for Virgo and see if we can't wrap. Okay, I'm going to take this one because it flopped out, and it's Death and Rebirth in reverse. I haven't had this card in a really long time. I don't think Death came out in your reading. So let's read this, Virgo, and see if we can't clear anything up for you, or give you something that you can walk away with and hopefully help you out with regard to the situation that you find yourself in. It's a potential blockage if it's in reverse, and this is about a page long, Virgo, so I will display the card for you as I read it. It's a spooky card and very beautiful card at the same time. It's a really interesting image. I like this one. Okay, Virgo, here we go. When life changes suddenly, we can be forced by circumstances to stop and take a reality check. When the Death Rebirth card appears reversed, it is time to take a long, hard look at your life and understand that it is time to let go. You can no longer live in a state of limbo. You're in a state of limbo with this other queen. It is time to consider what is important and what is not. It is time to end the dying process and be reborn. Sometimes when the change is unwelcome or unexpected, the last thing you want is to do is let go. It is so very hard. All you want to do is scream, fight, and do everything in your power to prevent your world from crumbling around you. All you want is to restore normality. All you want is the life that you had. But that life is gone. You might want to lay blame, deny responsibility, and believe that you can continue on as you were just by doing what you've always done. You try to hold on to what was as if there was a life preserver, but you do not want to see that the life preserver is actually a cement block that will drag you down into the murky depths if you do not let go. You fight and struggle and continue to hold on to the illusion, telling yourself that you cannot let go because to do so will bring the end you do not want or welcome. The future is unknown and terrifying. Everything has changed. It is the dark night of the soul, and that night can span days, weeks, months, even years, but it must eventually come to an end. The process of dying and being reborn leaves you feeling exposed and vulnerable. It can make you reactive and defensive. You do not want to be hurt, but you are. And so you may go on the offensive to make yourself appear stronger and more competent in the midst of the storm. You have discovered the impermanent, fragile nature of life, and you are afraid. You might find yourself questioning everything, filled with doubts, uncertain of who you are, your purpose and reason for being. You may even question your very worth. It is okay to feel as you do, but the Death Rebirth card reversed comes to let you know that it is time to let go of your attachment to what was, what you hoped for, and what will no longer be. That it is time to accept what is and start living again. The Death Rebirth card in the reverse position asks that you let go and allow innocence to be reborn. I think that fits this reading perfectly. It's what I was feeling and sensing from the very beginning, that there's this reluctance to move on. There's this reluctance to let go of this competition or back and forth or inability to see each other's point of view or perspective. And neither one wants to let go and work on this unstable relationship. But the truth of the matter is, this is a Six of Cups energy. This is a Six of Cups relationship. That if you work through things, you can turn this card around and have your Ten of Cups back again. If you decide to compromise instead of not compromising. You're just wasting your time right now, going through the motions, pretending like this is just the way things have to be, when in reality it doesn't have to be this way. And you in this Queen of Wands could make things work if you would just see each other's perspective, if you would just allow yourself to compromise, to just be willing to accept the other person's point of view, move on past whatever happened, move on past thinking the other one has wronged you, you wronged them, or they've wronged you, or whatever the case may be. I don't normally say this, but I think it's time to listen to this King of Swords, because I think he's speaking the truth, and I don't usually get that off these cards. He's not going to sugarcoat this, that's for sure. If you've got someone like this in your life, he may be being harsh, maybe he's not, he's telling you to make a logical decision and stop being so emotional over this situation, but I think he's right. That's what I've got for you, Virgo. I hope this reading was helpful in some way. I hope you got something out of it. I thought it was a really interesting reading. So anyway, I appreciate you joining me. If it did resonate, please like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment if you want. Those are always great. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope I see you again soon. Bye, Virgo.